Hey, what's up everybody, I'm Tommy T999 and we are back with episode 1, part 2 of the Supreme League of Patriots. We left off with Kyle and Mel finding their ticket to America's Got Superpowers, and we left the apartment and headed on down to their next task, which was to transcribe some interviews. So we'll pick it up there, and I hope you enjoy it.
Mel, do you have a minute?
What's up, mate? Are you after a dickie in my show, like?
God, no! I just wanted to talk to you.
Oh, well that's different. Talk away.
Mel, what are we doing here?
What do you mean, what are we doing here? We work here. Have you been smoking those Chinese joss sticks again?
Sorry, I'm just so nervous that I can barely keep anything straight in my head. Talk to you later.
Hi guys, thanks for coming in at such short notice.
We were happy to help.
He was happy to help. I was bloody annoyed to do it.
I know you guys had plans today. The America's Got Superpowers auditions.
Yeah, I'm hoping that a big talent agent will spot me when it airs on TV.
Whereas last time he got spotted on TV, it was just his social security fraud investigator.
Well, I promise you this won't take long. I just need those interviews transcribed and then you can get off.
Is everything okay? You said on the phone you had an urgent personal matter to take care of.
Yeah, everything's fine. My sister came down with something and she needs me to collect the kids from school and fill a prescription for her.
Superheroes are cool, huh? I bet you'd have a lot more respect for me if I was a superhero.
Screw superheroes. They have no respect for the law. They ignore rapists and serial killers because there's more publicity in tackling bank robberies and street crime. Most of all, they don't care what happens to the law enforcement officers when they take their tights off and go home for the night. Who's looking out for us?
I'm always watching your ass.
I know. It's the reason I stopped wearing tight leather pants.
Hey Sam, how about you let me buy you a drink after work?
No, I'm just gonna go home, soak in a warm bath, and then watch a feel-good movie.
Oh, we watched one of those last night. This hot babe had her washing machine break down, and this plumber, he had the biggest...
No, mate, that's not what she means by a feel-good movie.
I'm talking about wholesome entertainment. A chick flick.
Oh, we tried to get one of those, but the ones with just chicks are always the first ones rented out. Have you ever dated a superhero?
I had a few dates with Captain Lightning.
Is it true he can run 10 times faster than a normal man?
Oh, he does everything 10 times faster than a normal man.
Ouch.
So you said on the phone you want us to transcribe some interviews?
Yes, it shouldn't take more than an hour at the most.
Why don't you shove brooms up our asses? We could sweep up while we work.
Mel, don't exaggerate.
Excuse me. You could fit a carpet shampooer up yours anyway.
Where are the interviews?
They're on SD cards. There are 2 on my desk, but the third one was needed for a camera. The camera has subsequently gone missing.
That's convenient. When Internal Affairs is asked to investigate allegations of police brutality, the recording of the interview is nowhere to be found.
For God's sake, Melvin, not everything is a conspiracy. Someone probably just forgot to put it back when they finished with it.
So you just want the interviews processed on the workstation and transcribed into text?
Yeah, a few things came up in the interviews that I'd like to run against our databases. It's probably nothing, but it doesn't hurt to try.
Especially when someone else is doing all the donkey work.
We understand what we have to do. You can take off now.
All the best to your sister.
Huh? Oh, right. Thanks, guys.
These must contain the interviews that Sam wants us to transcribe.
Yeah, do you want to let me hold on to them though? I still have vivid memories of lending you my USB drive.
It still worked, didn't it?
Yeah, once we got all the sour cream out of it.
Sam's left her expensive phone on her desk.
That's a bit dangerous. Perhaps you should go after her.
Mel, this is a police station.
That's what I mean. Some bastard's bound to nick it.
I can't think of anyone to call.
Just as well. Sam's installed a new app which automatically sets off an alarm if you pick up her phone.
Just me? How can the phone possibly know it's my hand picking it up?
Dunno. Perhaps it scans the screen for saturated fats and corn syrup. Did I mention that as well as sounding an alarm, it also reports the phone stolen and enables GPS tracking?
No.
I knew I forgot to mention something. That's strange. This box isn't meant to be here.
How can you know that?
I've memorised the location of every box in this room.
Dude, that's a bit sad.
I don't have much choice. A magical fairy keeps leaving half-eaten cream-filled sponge cakes in the boxes on my shelves. If I don't find them, they go off and the whole room is full of fumes.
Really? Imagine that. Shall I have a look and see what's in this box you don't recognize?
Please do. If it turns out to be another foxhound operative sneaking into the building, the boss will have my guts for garters.
No special ops, guys, but there is a camera and a whole bunch of file folders.
It's probably that idiot Profaci. He keeps mistaking my office for the evidence locker.
So this could be that camera that Sam said had gone missing.
It could well be. I don't know why they keep Profaci on. He only ever appears in the office briefly and then he's gone again. Yet somehow he still manages to screw everybody else's work up. One of these days I'll frame him for taking kickbacks just to get rid of him.
Mel, what do we need to do to transcribe the interviews on these cards?
Best case scenario, we just put the card in and let the software do its work.
As simple as that? Wow. If people keep designing intelligent software, it could put people like you out of a job. Then where would you be?
Standing behind you in the welfare line. As long as evolution keeps designing idiots, there will always be a need for people like me. That's strange. The workstation just restarted.
Oh, sorry. I was leaning on the power switch.
I rest my case. Okay, the first interview is processing now. That'll be fine. The second one looks to be in Spanish though.
Is that a problem?
If we use the traditional transcription software, we'll be here all day. The one on my workstation does have a Spanish module, but I never got around to installing it.
So we need to find the Spanish software module.
Or give up all hope of making the auditions, yeah. It's my in tray. It's where all the mail addressed to the system's administrator gets put.
After the mailroom boy opens anything which looks like money and stamps on anything which looks high-tech.
I expect it's because he knows I'm onto his secret. He's a covert operative for the CIA and he's intercepting important communications for the suits back at Langley.
Yeah, either that or he knows it was you who backed the forklift into his brand new Verano.
I guess that's also possible.
Dude, there's a packet here which feels like it might have a DVD in it.
Has it been horribly mangled?
No, it's perfect.
Strange, the mailboy must have missed it.
This padded envelope was in the in tray on Mel's desk. I always feel a slight tingle of excitement holding a padded envelope, because you never know for sure what's inside.
It wasn't very bloody exciting when the hospital sent your stool sample back return of post because you'd forgotten to put it in the plastic cup.
The woman from UPS has never spoken to me since. This padded envelope...
It wasn't...
The woman... This is a pretty nice camera. I wonder if anyone would notice if it went missing.
Haven't you half-inched enough this month? Someone's going to realise you're pilfering that antique card table in the chief's private office sooner or later.
How did you know I was working on pinching that?
One of the legs has been sawn off.
I thought they'd notice if I took the whole thing at once. Hey, there's an SD card in here. It could be the one Sam wanted us to transcribe.
Terrific, whip it out then.
Do you think this is the SD card Sam wanted us to find?
If it isn't, this has been a pretty cruel red herring.
The card is jammed in here pretty tight. I can't seem to pull it out.
Push, don't pull.
All right. Geez, you sound like Lucy.
I always figured she'd be a bossy cow.
You're not wrong, bud. She never let up. Let me take my hose off first. Are you sure it's supposed to be that color? What the hell are you doing back there? Aha! I got the card out. You were right. I was supposed to push instead of pull.
I'll bet that's a great relief to Lucy.
Hey look, it's the Spanish language module for your transcription software.
Great, although I was secretly hoping it was Holly Does Hoboken.
This transcription software could have lots of other applications, don't you think?
Like what? Subtitles for films and TV?
Yeah, but think bigger. You could get it to transcribe football matches, and then you wouldn't have to pay commentators.
No, see, it only transcribes what people say. Audio recognition. It can't describe what's happening in the video, you pillock. Even if it could recognise what was happening and somehow describe it, it would just be a dull, monotone voice describing everything in tedious detail.
So only slightly better than Jim Buck.
Fair point.
Is it finished transcribing?
No, but it doesn't need any more human intervention. When Sam comes back into the office, the results will be waiting for her.
Hey Mel, can you install this for me?
No. The level design is uninspired, the load times are horrendous, it's horribly misogynistic, and the humour is incredibly juvenile. I don't care if you have been waiting 15 years for it to be released, you should have waited forever.
Oh. Well, can you install the Spanish language module instead?
Sure. Okay, done.
Can we transcribe the second interview now?
We can. I'll just queue it up and it'll be transcribed automatically by the software.
Cool.
Of course, there is a manual tweaking option for fine-tuning, but I doubt Sam will need anything that specific.
That manual tweaking option opens up a world of temptation.
Yeah, what's the Spanish for please stop beating me with that rubber hose?
That's all three done now, right?
Indeed, our slave labour is over for the day.
It's only an extra hour of work.
Only an extra hour? That's more than we've done all month.
So that's it, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe this video on my channel, and I'll be back very soon with some more videos.